Hey everybody, so hold on to this video because I'm going to share with you 3 things that you can do if you find yourself just in a funk or struggling or having a bad day. And these are practices that I have developed for myself and have coached some clients to. They're super simple things, but they're not always easy to execute. So number 1, I've talked about this in videos before, but I think the important thing is learning how to identify the emotion and just say, like, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling uncertain. Just acknowledge the emotion. Feel free to say it out loud. And then just allow yourself to just feel it. I think that's been one of the most important things I've practiced over the last year, is learning how to process emotions through feeling them, not through thinking my way through them. And so I might just sit with it and be like, oh. And you know what I found to be so fascinating is that you feel really human when you allow yourself to just feel. Like, that's part of this human thing that we signed up for. We get all of the emotions. We were never guaranteed only the good ones, and only the good ones are not just valuable, they're all valuable. So acknowledge the emotion, allow yourself space to feel it. Number 2, something that has really helped me is like, get out a pen and paper. And anything that's on your mind, just get it down, get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper so that you can see it and manage it. It feels overwhelming when we're carrying the mental load and then we attach it to the emotional overwhelm or fear or anxiety or uncertainty or whatever emotion is attached to that. And it doesn't have to be like a Dear Diary, not like that. Although if that's your jam, do that too. Mine typically ends up just being a big list of everything I feel needs to be done. And I was just talking with a group of leaders about this. Sometimes when we feel like there's 20 things that need to be done, we accomplish 0 of them because we've not identified what truly needs our attention. So I would say, get it down on paper and then find one of those things that you can give yourself 15 minutes to execute. Something that takes 15 minutes or less to get done. And maybe it's just returning some emails, or maybe it's a quick research, or maybe it's, doing something on your website or having that tough conversation. But pick the thing that might take you 15 minutes or less and go do that. And then when you're done, just allow yourself to kind of acknowledge if there's some relief felt. So like, okay, how do I feel now that I've done that thing? And then if you've got more time, go back and pick something else and that takes 15 minutes or less, or maybe it's 20 minutes or less this time, and do that one little thing. And then acknowledge the emotion that comes on the other end of that. And the big piece of us just getting ourselves out of the funk is allowing ourselves space to feel what needs to be felt, but then taking action that allows us to move into a new space, mentally, physically, and energetically. And if you're in a space where you're like taking action, like I can't do that at all, it's likely that your nervous system is so overwhelmed that it's just craving being rather than doing. And so take a walk, put your feet in the grass, go sit in nature, listen to the birds chirp, do a 5-minute come to your senses meditation, which is an exercise where you close your eyes and you focus on sound. And then you move to feeling in the body. And then you move to what can I see with my eyes closed, sight, and then smell and taste. And you're just looking to connect with each one of those senses, really trying to get your nervous system to calm down. And that can be a great exercise of presence, because once we get ourselves to that present moment, what we can remind ourselves of is like, I'm okay right now in this moment. Almost always, we're really okay in the moment. Like, I'm safe, I'm okay, everything's actually fine. I'm focused on the future and I feel super overwhelmed by that. So what I'm going to do is just acknowledge the feeling, get it out of my head and onto paper, take one tiny action to honor where I'd rather be. Take one tiny action to mark something off of that to-do list. And if that feels too overwhelming, I'm just going to allow myself to be a human being, not a human doing, and connect with this present moment, because it's truly all I can really manage anyhow. So I hope this is helpful for you. If you find yourself having a rough day, don't beat yourself up. It's part of this human experience that we all signed up for. Sometimes you just have to sit in the shit. And then eventually we get over that and we're like, okay, enough of that. And then we got to get up and we got to take action. I just hope that you're giving yourself a lot of grace along the way and you use some of these tools, or if you have some that you go to, what are your go-tos when you're in a rough spot, when you feel challenged or overwhelmed? How do you walk yourself off of that ledge? I'd love to hear from you. So grateful when you take the time to like, watch, and share these videos. Go make it a great day.